and it's my man Sean Singletary who represents with the combat sports questions. And it was a good question. Oh, here it is. He says, which of the three has the brightest MMA future? Israel Adesanya, Johnny Walker, or Tatiana Suarez? He said, great content, fellas. Thank you very much, Sean. I appreciate that. Um, you want to go or you want me to go first?
I'm gonna go first real quick, and I'm gonna say it's Izzy because Izzy is already holding the belt, so he has the best present, which means he has the obvious best future. I don't think the female division is at a point where there's no Rousey on the horizon. And when you say a bright future, I think you got to mean everything, right? Not just the winning, but also the popularity and carrying the sport and bringing in pay-per-views. Like these is prize fighting, right? So it's people who are going to raise the level of prize. Johnny Walker has a chance, but he's nowhere near the level that Adesanya is at. And particularly the fight that Adesanya is coming off of was a fight that answered a lot of question marks about Adesanya. So as a guy who's holding the belt, Adesanya out of those three people is the only one who can lose and still be in a great position. Um, going forward, like Adesanya could lose 2 out of his next 5 fights and be exactly where he is right now, in 2 years. So that's
Hmm.
easy.
Yeah, I would say Izzy. I don't know if I'm as definitive. Not with these two. I think it's pretty a fairly big gap between, not from a skill standpoint. I think it's a good gap between Izzy and Walker and Suarez when we're talking about popularity for sure. I mean, you got to be relatively hardcore to even know who Johnny Walker and Tatiana Suarez are. Um, but Adesanya, I don't know if Adesanya can lose 2 of his next 5 fights and be exactly where he is. I don't know
You
if
know
he
why
has.
I say that? Because of the competition. Because there's a lot of people of high talent level, and losing to a really great opponent and rematching that opponent is
Mhm.
just fine in the UFC. Like we're totally used to that. Whereas if Johnny Walker lost to somebody that you expect to just be part of his rise, that'd be disastrous.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I would. Yeah, definitely. No, I agree with that. I just said 2 of his next 5, though. That might be a lot. That might be a lot to withstand. Maybe one in a rematch for him to be exactly where he is now as an interim champion, and from a standpoint of people believing or starting to buy into what they're starting to buy into with him, that he might be, which I think is a little overblown. I do. He
Well,
still
I'll paint it out for you.
he's
Uh, Loss, rematch, um, win, loss, title. That could easily happen for him.
Well, he might not get a title shot right after a loss, but
If it's controversial and somebody else pulls out, of course it could. Totally.
yeah, that would be a different type of a situation or a scenario if that were to happen. But yeah, I mean, he definitely is in the best position of those three, just right now. Johnny Walker does have a chance, but if we're talking about what Books was mentioning, everything, all things involved, then the gap gets a little wider between Johnny Walker and Israel Adesanya, because Johnny Walker is a very fun guy and the whole nine, but he's not the talker and the well, I don't know. Johnny's got some Johnny Johnny is a smart dude in terms of branding. Johnny is talking EA UFC 3 in every post fight interview. He's telling people to watch him on Instagram, and he's doing stuff on Instagram. So he gets it. And the thing that Johnny Walker does that Israel Adesanya doesn't do is he knocks people out. And that always matters. That always matters. So, he knocks people out in a way that even the casual fan can understand. You don't got to be technical to understand Johnny Walker's knockouts. Bam, and he goes away. So when you're a knock, and then when you're as big as he is, and as athletic as he is, he makes you look at him. So he does have that going for him, but I still would say that Adesanya has the brighter future right